like I said, it's a quote. It isn't. In criminal revolution made American 40, 75 minutes. I went to Shakespeare in the Washington area and I was at Big Fields. And so I stayed up for a little race down. Got us a second row. I was telling the kids, you know, there's a program out there. If you don't have it, and it's one of Shakespeare's comments. They will just be bewitched. They love the plot. I put mine on the back there. Whether Kim's going to be here for the first part, the guy who's doing this is a separate, so he's a Frederick Douglass Christmas. So he's on by himself and then Kim's
Oh, okay.
so
Eventually,
he's not part of
I'm not
it.
ready to come back. I just wanted to be funny.
So I am so proud of her. This is just such a neat place.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, she's got this high stress, nutty student going out of their minds, contemplating suicide, hurting himself. Which he has to do with the day, and she says that
But it's not successfully right
the
script.
private counselors,
He was so
you know,
busy.
just
Like,
like,
I was like, so much production. And he was
she
just like,
feels like she's on the line.
I was like, what am I going to do? Of course, I'm going to do that.
So she said, I guess you need something.
Right.
I wasn't sure what to do, and I was reading up the sheet, and it's, I mean, it's
Yeah.
commercial, so I did that.
Ah, but you didn't want to share.
I guess, actually, I had a whole script written, and like, I couldn't get back to it. I probably could have done it.
Yeah.
It was on, it would have been on.
Yeah.
We were talking about art earlier, and you said well, it's really so valuable. And it's sort of like, I love the beauty of the world, your comments and stuff about working
poetry book.
I know. Tomorrow's bringing it like that.
I have been reading one poem a day and sending it up to, sending it to reaction.
That's nice.
Well,
Part of it is just
Lithuanian hall?
interesting to me.
Wait, what?
She writes
What's
in
next?
English.
Yeah.
I don't.
Get it started.
at the end of the Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no metric.
Holidays tomorrow. I'm doing that.
The meter
The holiday. Fa la la
is
la.
ametrical or demetrical. Demetrical is actually
So
probably
you do a bid show, we have like a
Yeah.
so when we speak we don't
Have one in
get
mind?
it. So when we speak
I bet you do.
we don't get it. You know. And so everything that I put in the book has a metrical foundation. When I really became a poet, I was
This
in
one with the
Paris
first
for
cancer we got us with, they
3 months,
did a big,
and I was reading
I would have been back
18th
on
and
that.
19th French poetry.
We're reading this,
Because I'm not at all never averaging, never living through in French, I would have to translate each word. And then I'd have to go through and get a sense of what the words meant. Grammar, the tense of the verb, what's the meaning. And then I read it until I could get French flow that had meaning coming online. And I did that, 3,000-4,000 times. And all of a sudden, metrical, which is, and what's different about me from anybody I've seen in contemporary, I write more like George Herbert in the 17th century than I do. But I write trochaic, great once. Anyway, so he was,
Wow.
so I was rolling rhythms. And generally, the first line would come to me, and I would follow that pattern doggedly. And so, as a result, when I put my mind to composing it, not real difficult because the rhythm and the rhyme I just need to come up with.
Which is why I wasn't gonna be here for the vegetables.
Melody.
Which is whatever schedule else I'm.
So that's what I did. I
They
poetry
often, well, we're basically like, everybody goes back now, our schedule.
so reading free verse,
Money back.
which is really interesting.
We'll take the whole guide. Now,
I'd say the
I can
word
figure that out.
choice is the
Reason I
best.
wanted to do it, so that's why I sketch like around. She write it up.
Welcome to the Highwire Center. Thank you for joining us tonight for the Friday 7 o'clock
She was a
show.
missions kid. She did.
Please sit back and enjoy the show. Please show the performers your appreciation for their performances Now sit back and enjoy a Frederick Douglass Christmas.
It's another year in heaven, and I know I should be happy, but I'm not. What good is rivers of milk and honey when you're a diabetic who's lactose intolerant? The Lord said that he'd make a house with many rooms here in heaven, but there aren't blackout curtains anywhere. I guess I just don't get it. What do you mean you want me to do a nativity play? You think it'll help me enjoy my time here? Why don't you get Jimmy Carter to do it? He's positive about everything. All right. The Lord wants me to produce a nativity play. He thinks it'll help me enjoy my time here. He doesn't know that the last time I felt joy was when I convinced Abraham Lincoln to pass the Emancipation Proclamation. Nevertheless, I made it into heaven, and I'm the only one who's not happy about it. Let me introduce these cast of characters who are.
They named me Anamita Wright. My family called me Minty. The first taste of sweet freedom, I named myself Harriet Tubman. Some coined me the Black Moses. But don't call me that around here, because the original, the O.M., original Moses, that biblical one, he doesn't take too lightly to it. My friend from earth and now in heaven, Frederick asked me to be the Virgin Mary. I could see that. We both were young, strong ladies, had to go through more than most at an early age, and make great sacrifices, not just for our families, but for all the generations to come. But a virgin? I had 2 husbands on my earth time. But when I think of it, I wore pants and outfitted myself to those slave catchers, thought I was a man, not this 5-foot petite woman. And I was the first woman to plan and execute freeing an additional 750-some enslaved people for the Union Army without a penny's pay. But a virgin? I think I could play that.
Oh, good evening, compatriots, friends, the angelic heavenly host. It is I, William Lloyd Garrison. Please hold your applause. Hold your applause. In the back, please. Hold your applause. I am just so thankful to be here tonight. I will be playing the important paternal role of Joseph in this nativity production. And yes, you all know who I am, but for the one or two, maybe one person who doesn't know who I am an abolitionist. Okay? I am a social reformer against slavery and for women's suffrage. Okay? And I stand for the immediate and unequivocating end to slavery in this country. And above all, I am a warrior who writes in a newspaper. I write in a newspaper. My newspaper's The Liberator, and it's really good, and I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about it. I'm sorry. You look here. As I was saying, there's something about, yes, immediate, unequivocal end to slavery, okay? And so what does that mean? What does that mean? Even if we must tear down the democracies and the institutions that we hold so dear. Because yes, let me address the elephant in the room. I did burn a copy of the Constitution one time, couple times, and I was proud of it. It was fun. And you know why, dear people? Because the Constitution it not only permits slavery, it encourages it. It solidifies it in the fabric of this rotten union. Anyway, I'm playing Joseph, and I'm really happy to be here tonight, and I hope you will join me in my fight against all the injustices in this world, and maybe buy a copy of my newspaper, The Liberator. They're a penny on the shelves.
Good evening, everyone. I assume you know from this angelic voice that I am Martin Luther King Jr. And I will be taking on the role of one of the three wise men in this nativity production. Frederick has been so kind to me to ask me to be a part of this. I will say, never meet your heroes. While Frederick does share in the passions of racial equality, he is a bitter man. I'm often trying to cheer Frederick up, to remind him that we're in heaven and everything is great. But for Frederick, everything is half full. The milk and the honey is not delicious. The streets are paved with gold, and somehow Frederick finds that depressing. But enough about him. Let's talk about me. I met the original Martin Luther. Never meet your heroes. He also did not share in my passion of racial equality, for he was a white man and had different issues of his time. I assumed we would connect, but we did not. With that being said, you all are a wonderful group, and I appreciate you allowing me to take this time with you. I introduce the rest of the three wise men.
Hello, everybody. I'm Johnny Appleseed, otherwise known as J.A. And obviously I'm here as a wise man because without me, you wouldn't have these. Right? That's right. And what did I do? How did I get this role? Well, I beat out Robert Redford. He was too green. He was too green, and that's okay. You know, you might not know that much about me, but I'm a simple man. I carry what I need on my head. Yep, this is my mush pot. And when I need to eat, I just take it down, and I make my mush. Now, I was also a wealthy man. I went around Massachusetts and Pennsylvania, and I planted nurseries of trees, right? Yeah, that's what I did. And because of that, a boatload of money. And that's why I'm rich. Even up here in heaven, I got a condo. So it's obvious I should be a wise man because Franklin is down in the dumps. And he sure doesn't want to listen to this blowhard all day. So yeah, Johnny A.
It's a pleasure.
This is so wonderful,
Abs-
Reverend.
absolutely.
Great to be a wise man.
Yeah, God bless you.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, whatever.
I love apples. Hi, hello. I'm Jimmy Carter. You may know me. I have plenty of wisdom to share. You may know me as the longest lived president of the United States of America. But I had so many other wonderful life experiences before and after my presidency. You see, before I served in the U.S. Navy, I helped tend my father's peanut farm in Plains, Georgia. And then I was a state senator for the great state of Georgia, home of the Atlanta Braves. Any baseball fans out there? Hank Aaron hit a bunch of homers. I was the governor of Georgia. And then after my presidency, I had the Carter Center. I got the Nobel Peace Prize. Was an outspoken advocate for peace. And my sweet wife, dear wife, Rosalind, she was a mental health advocate. She's tried helping Frederick Douglass. Her help has only gone so far. And I guess he wanted to pay us back somehow. And I think that's why he asked me to be a wise man. And I think I have a lot to contribute. Wisdom. And it's because I like to question things and think about what makes a wise man wise. I hope we can find that out together.
Maybe after I wake up. No, I did forget to say that I saved myself on earth. I did not have relations with any women when I was on earth because I was saving myself for my wife in heaven. And I was checking out that Harriet Tubman. She sure looks good.
My brothers and my sisters, I have been bamboozled. I have been hoodwinked into this production. Now, I do not assume to understand Allah's wisdom, but I am confused as to why Brother Douglass would assume that me, Malcolm X, you may know me as that, I'm truly El Haj Malik Shabazz, but why he would assume that I would take place in a Christian nativity. I would also like to say that my time in heaven has been quite interesting. I never thought that there would be so many white devils in heaven. It has come to my understanding that even in heaven, Johnny Appleseed has a condo. Yet I sleep on the floor. These are the things that are confusing.
2-bedroom.
I rest my case. Johnny has been trying to get me to consume this apple poison that he's been making in a bathtub. And I refuse to take part, and I am making it plain in front of all of you. I refuse, Johnny.
You're lost, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JC over here is claiming to be this wonderful person. I know the things that you've done. I've seen your legislation.
We've all had our trials and tribulations.
Yeah, we have.
I have to say, thank you for your activism. And thank you. We have some things in common.
We do, but how many of your farmers were black? I say none of them. I say you had an entire staff of white people working for you, while my people work for free. Even in heaven, we still work for free in the fields. The fields of gold and honey, yes, I understand, but it's still for free. And my last point is, I don't understand also how is it that there are 3 wise men and one of them is played by 2 black men? Good evening, folks.
Hello, I am Marie Curie. I will be playing King Herod. The Lord said I need to be more festive and to make friends, but I'm already wearing a splash of color, and electrons are friendly enough. They told me not to do any more science in heaven, that all the wonders of God's creation have been revealed to us. Oh, I'm gonna find something not revealed. They're better. There's something God doesn't know. I'm going to find it. I think Frederick Douglass thinks we are the same because he is a sad person and I'm a loner. But I just want to work. On Earth, I worked to put my sister through school. She worked to put me through school. I got a Nobel Prize in chemistry. My husband got killed by a streetcar. I got a Nobel Prize in physics. I raised 2 daughters. I learned French. I taught them Polish. I did a lot of things, and now there's nothing to do. There's no new elements in heaven. So I'm in this play. With artists.
Everybody, Brian Wilson. I'm the new guy here. And I thought I had made it clear I didn't want to perform anymore like 30 years ago, but I'm the innkeeper. So, yeah. Said I'm new here. I thought it'd be a little warmer, but just I'm happy to be up here. It was really awesome. Like when I got here, there were like all these angels, and they had these like really wild harps. Like I'd never seen like a harp with 17 strings. Like most people play a harp with 16 strings, but these angels had a 17th string, and I really wanted to like stop and like really just dig into what they did with the 17th string. But you know, they said, no, you gotta get in, you're late for play practice. I was like, I don't, you know, like I could really produce a better play than Frederick, but they were like, no, you have to act, you're an artist, you're a performer. And I was like, I'm not a performer, but God only knows what I'm doing up here, but I don't know. I just, you know, wouldn't it be nice if I could just, you know, relax for a little bit? But no, I gotta be next to, you know, this lovely neurotic person. But yeah, just really happy to be here, man. Really happy.
Harriet, my compatriots and comrade, I don't know why I've had a mid-grade depression that's lasted 571 years.
Before you go any further, I need payment up front.
Harriet, we're in heaven.
You receive payment on earth. I didn't. I made an arrangement. God said I could be paid.
Quick question. What's his deal?
He just likes to hang around. He's exploring the place.
change for a 10?
Inflation.
Anyhow,
What's troubling?
what's wrong with me?
Well, Frederick, do you think that it's seeing everything going backwards, all of the work that we did on Earth to free our people, to work with women's rights, for humanity at large?
Yeah, that's right. There are more than 40 million people in modern slavery today. There's ongoing wars in Gaza, Sudan, the Congo, Ukraine. But that's not it.
Do you think it could be?
Wait, 1 second. Does he have to be here?
It's heaven, we're all free.
You mind if I ask, what are you measuring, sir?
I'm measuring the amount of injustice in the room.
Fuck, I didn't think about that. Well, no, that's not it. It's not the wars, it's something else. It's something inside.
Well, inside the U.S. and many other countries, we're dealing with, well, not us anymore, but they're dealing with tariffs and economy and
People not being able to buy a home, higher rates of social isolation and loneliness, fewer people are marrying, families are getting smaller. Oh, it's getting more likely you'll have to work in order to get a good social security wage.
If you get one.
But that's not it.
Do you think it could be panophobia?
What's panophobia?
Panophobia, it's the fear of everything.
That's it! Committed to the nativity play in our Lord and Savior's heaven.
Yeah, that we are.
It's my commitment to get the most believable performances out of all of you, because without sacrifice and method, there is no art.
Well, I just, quick question. As the innkeeper, I really want to dive into this character and like get really deep. Like, what inn am I at? Am I at like a Holiday Inn? Am I at like a Quality Inn? Red Roof Inn? Like, what's the flag on this inn?
There's no branding in inns at this point in history.
Okay.
Probably the first inn that ever existed.
You know, I'm the wealthiest one up here, and I think really I should play JC. JA, JC, it makes sense, goes in alphabetical order. You know, I should be...
Well, hold on a minute. Hold a minute. My initials, my actual initials are JC.
Maybe you could play the Virgin.
Well, that would be accurate. But, you know, Harriet, I'm available.
Yes, William.
Dear friend, brother. May I call you brother?
No.
Frederick, indeed, my apologies. I see we have a king in this play, this nice play.
It's King Herod. They're the villain.
Yes, must we have a king? I ask
Yes.
because, as you know, let me espouse my view upon monarchies in any form of. I covered this.
What about the kingdom of Christ?
Catch-22.
Yes.
I'll allow it.
Yes, Marie.
I don't need to be in the play. We don't need to have a king. I could go back to my lab. I could do work there.
No, you were playing a pivotal role. King Herod is the antagonizing force that brings the whole play together.
Okay, but I'm more interested in the force that keeps atoms together, and I was really hoping I could do that this weekend.
You have to commit. You have to commit to the play.
I am the king.
You are the king.
I am the king.
You are the liberator. Is that better?
Yes, the liberator.
You are
I
the
like
liber-
the ring of it.
You are the liberator.
I am the liberator.
Yes, Brian.
I was reading the script, and it says that they check into the inn, but there's no rooms, and I've got to send them to the back, to the barn.
Yes.
And like it seems like the vibes back there are really cool, so I don't understand why that's a bad thing that they have to go back there with the animals and.
I will say that there are no animals at the back of anything. And if you're sending anybody to the back, it better not be my people going to the back.
It's figurative, Martin.
Whether it's literal or figurative, racial injustice will not be tolerated on my watch.
I don't want to be accused of being racist in this play now.
No one's accusing anyone of being racist.
Some of us might have been. Yes.
Some were.
I definitely was.
All right. Does anyone have any other questions?
I got a question. Is this gonna count towards my getting into SAG? Because, I want to get some other work, man.
You're not going to get a SAG card from being in the play, Johnny Appleseed. You're going to get the favor and light of the Lord.
Ooh, okay.
We will win.
Yes,
in the end.
Harriet.
You talked about commitment earlier. I was committed on earth. I thought that heaven was my reward, that I could relax and enjoy. You have me working. I worked my whole life. Harder than most. Harder than all.
Preach, sister. And I echo her sentiments. And why is Johnny Appleseed holding an African drum? Have you no cool?
This decision did not have my blessing.
We are yes, Jimmy.
I couldn't help but notice earlier, it's the 3 wise men, but there's 4 of us. And I was just wondering who is going to be Gaspard, who is going to be Melchior, who is going to be Balthazar, and who is the 4th person going to be?
That's a very interesting question.
Jimmy, we're suspending our belief. Okay? It's a royal Melchior. Marie and then Johnny.
So I believe in science,
Yes.
and so I don't understand this disbelief. I need to prove.
You need to
I need to see proof. So if we could do that, that would be better.
I cannot transubstantiate characters who are not here. It would take several weeks for you to design a scientific experiment to prove the existence of extra wise men.
I will do that. Thank
No,
you.
please, no, you are King Herod. You have to stay and play. Yes, Johnny.
Okay, I want to address the fact that I've got the African drum. And I want to say to Martin, reason I have
This is
the-
Malcolm.
My name is Malcolm.
This is Malcolm.
Once again,
It didn't mean anything.
Once
It
again,
didn't mean anything.
perhaps she was the police in a previous life. Because the police think Malcolm and Martin and Malik and all of us look the same. Clearly, I'm wearing glasses. Martin wears a hat.
Johnny, finish your thoughts.
Well, what I wanted to say after that wild accusation, I am funding this play with my riches, so that is why I am the bearer of the drum. Thank you.
2 more questions. Brian.
I've decided that it's gonna be the Hampton Inn. And like, when you stay at the Hampton Inn, you get a continental breakfast with the room. So since there's no rooms at the Hampton Inn and they're staying in the back of the Hampton Inn, do like Mary, Joseph, and the baby and the 4 or 3 wise men, do they get the free continental breakfast?
I don't think it's important, but if you want it to be the Hampton Inn, Godspeed.
Okay. There's a waffle maker, guys. It's awesome.
You had a question? A hypothesis?
Well, actually, I don't want to insult anyone's craft, but as a carpenter, I was just wondering who built the manger and if I could improve it. It's for the divine infant.
You want to take time to do some set design?
Yes.
Fine. I'm going to get a tree that will give you guys some time to get into character. You can stage a mini experiment, Marie. All right? But you're playing King Herod.
Science kid.
God damn it. Abolition was easier than this. Malcolm, surely you must know what it means to find meaning in life and have trouble with that. Did you have doubts when, the Elijah Muhammad was doing his funky business on the side? Surely there's making meaning in life and heaven is not easy.
I agree, my brother. It sounds as if you were describing the typical plight of the black man in America.
Well, we're in heaven, Malcolm.
Yes. It is an interesting construct that these ideas and beliefs have followed us all the way here.
Followed us here to all we need is just something that can cut through the division and the
You know what cuts through division, my brother? When you're having dinner with your wife and your children are running around and they're shouting about how much they love you and you're enjoying a fine meal and all of a sudden a Molotov cocktail comes through your living room door. That'll cut through the division in a heartbeat.
Martin! I want to talk to Martin right now. Can I talk to Martin?
My brother, I can tell you about division and having all kinds of things going up against you. Imagine walking across a bridge in Selma with all of your best friends. People are singing songs and children are smiling and we're fighting racial justice and we know that the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. And while we're laughing and smiling, someone picks up a brick and busts you in the back of your head.
Can you just, that's negative.
And all the change in your pocket falls on the ground and people are picking your change up and buying lollipops and ice creams.
With the change that fell out of your pockets?
In 1962, yes, that's enough to buy lollipops and ice creams for a whole white neighborhood.
I don't think that's relevant, Martin. This tree right here, this will be the thing that helps bring meaning to heaven.
My dear brother, I think that is a horrible idea. With all due respect, that may not even be a tree.
Let me tell you a story, Mark. There was once a young boy whose parents died when he was 6 or 7. He wore a toe-linen shirt and stole eggs from under a barn to feed himself. He took husks of corn and then he made them into little dolls and he was like, "I love you, my dolly." I will name you Vinny. And then he had another dolly. And he was like, I will name you Denny. And then he'd be like, Denny, did you have a good day? And Vinny would respond, I did. And then one day, old Thomas Auld found the dolls. He threw them into a fire. And a little boy had no one to play with. But that little boy, he learned to read, he learned to write, he became the U.S. ambassador to Haiti, he became a U.S. Marshal, he became a U.S. elector, and that man was me. Just like this tree here. I am going to save this plane. You're with me, right?
Regrettably, yes.
Everyone, behold, the thing that's going to save this nativity play and everyone can rally around, the Christmas tree.
We can barely stand around it. We're gonna rally.
Did you say tree? Because it's like a stick.
No, it's a metaphor for freedom.
It's an unknown species of tree. It's a brand new type of tree. It's a shrub.
No, it's a tree, okay? Close your eyes and imagine, okay?
That ain't no apple tree.
Frederick, we both experienced freedom. This looks nothing like it.
It's a metaphor for a little boy who used to play with dolls.
He's talking about himself.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we really could have come up with something better. Like, I mean, it's not even a Douglas fir, man.
That tree is more sad than the crop of peanuts in the drought of 1932.
I pulled larger trees than that around my waist back when I was enslaved. Wasn't fun, but I had no choice, and I would have preferred this one.
Yes, William.
You mentioned a metaphor.
Yes.
Instead of that metaphor that you shared, perhaps it could be small in stature, much how black Americans have been diminished in stature, yet one day it may grow into a mighty something or another.
Oh, has he been
Oh.
training with you? What's up with this guy? What's up with you?
Do not represent, nor are they affiliated with anything that I have ever been a part of.
Man.
I will x-ray and find out if it's a tree or a stick.
It's a tree, Marie. It's definitely. You know what? God damn it! I've been trying so hard, and none of you are grateful. You know how hard it is to make a nativity play in heaven? It's already happened. You know what? I'm gonna go back to Earth. Donald Trump said I'm a hard-working man, and I'm getting recognized more and more. My name is on 531 middle schools across the United States.
I was just there. I don't know if you want to go back, dude.
I'm going back. Closing time. Open all the doors and let me out into the world.
I think.
Closing time.
He's being American.
Turn on all the lights on over every boy and every
He needs a
girl.
Prozac.
That's good.
Closing time.
Must we intervene?
One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey and beer.
Yeah.
Closing time. I don't have to go home, but I can't stay here.
Were we too hard on him?
Nah.
Like, we could fix this tree up.
We should have faith.
Like, what if I put a surfing Santa next to it?
Wow.
Indeed, I think this vapid hippie may have a point.
I mean, I also have a copy of the classic album, Merry Christmas, from the Beach Boys.
That's rather convenient, brother.
Maybe if you put it on the tree, it's a little like Christmas.
That's good.
It all kind of.
You know, I got something too. I got one of my campaign pins. Leaders for a change.
Always the politician.
You know what? I have a few of the best apple seeds New England has to offer. Maybe if I put them next to Jimmy's campaign sign, this will actually become a real tree.
I am super radioactive from all my research. And
Touch it.
I'm going to make sure that this tree can really glow.
Oh.
I had a special relationship with the Lord. I'll say a prayer. Ask a special blessing.
We have a reverend here. He could say something over the tree.
I suppose I could pray over this tree. Lord, take this ugly stick of a tree that my brother Frederick so blindly picked out of a whole forest full of good trees and turn it into a better tree. Make it shiny and bright and beautiful. Make it a better tree than anybody has ever seen. Tree at last! Tree at last! Thank God Almighty! Tree at last!
Wow!
Good heavens!
Oh, I just came back to get my cane. I'll be on my way.
Brother, look!
Frederick?
Look!
Oh my God!
Frederick, yeah.
What happened?
It wasn't such a bad tree.
We worked on it.
Marie touched it with her radioactivity and it just grew.
You did
God
great.
blessed it.
It's
That's
just
me.
better now.
Martin helped.
I said a few words. I'm in with the big man.
Jimmy has a green thumb.
You guys,
I funded it.
I thought I didn't know what heaven was about, but you guys have taught me. This is what heaven's about. What's heaven like for you, Brian?
Oh man, heaven is just like an endless summer where the waves are always curling. Everybody's got a station wagon with a long board on top, endless sex wax, girls in bikinis, and there's like a bonfire at night, and man, everybody's just having good vibrations.
What's heaven like for you, Jimmy?
Heaven is the greatest peace I've ever known. It reminds me of Sunday school at Amarantha Baptist Church and looking into Rosalind's eyes. Love, peace surrounding us.
What's heaven like for you, Martin?
I'd say, brother, heaven is like Coretta made some macaroni and cheese. She came downstairs wearing one of her unmentionables. I'll just leave your imagination there.
And what about Malcolm? What's heaven like for him?
My brother, I say unto you, and to all of you, that heaven is like a mansion. And the mansion is owned by a black man. And all the workers, the groundskeepers, the maids of the house, they're all white. That is what heaven is like.
Marie, what's heaven like for you?
Heaven for me is communing with the Lord and learning more and more each day about His creation, following Him and studying His works, and taking pictures of my pelvis for my husband with my X-ray machine.
Okay. William, what's heaven like for you?
My friend, heaven is the cries of many for freedom, to address injustice, to tear down the institutions that beguile us. All of this in my newspaper, The Liberator. Please buy copies.
Okay. Harriet, and for you?
Heaven is being reunited with my first husband, my true love, even though he didn't wait for me for 2 years for me to come back and save him, went on and married another. Heaven is being reunited with my Lord and Savior, who brought me through. I thought heaven was walking into freedom, looking at my hands and feet, but now I truly know heaven.
Johnny, bring us home.
Heaven for me is taking my pot, cooking some mush, throwing it on that one over there. He's got a big mouth. Finally getting Harriet to, yeah. And becoming the best actor in the Heaven Theater.
Okay.
And buying it all.
Well, heaven, I guess, is like that song by Third Eye Blind.
If you would step out
From
from
that
the
ledge, my friend. My friend, you could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living. And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand. I would understand. The angry boy I get too insane. I sing over a secret pain. You know you don't belong. You're the first to fight, you're way too loud. You're the first to fight on a burial shroud. And you know something's wrong. Everyone has a right to believe it. To say you put the past away. Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut ties with all the lies you've been living in. And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand. Choose life, and that's our show. Simmons as Harriet Tubman. Melissa Kinslinger as Johnny Appleseed. Christina Aspinwall as Marie Curie. Bobby Maradoni as Brian Wilson. Alexis, I don't know her last name, as Jimmy Carter. And Ellen Smollett as Martin Luther King. And Malcolm X. Thank you guys all for coming out to support. Have a good night.
And for the cast of Frederick Douglass Christmas. Thank you for joining us at Highwire Improv tonight. We have a show coming up in just a few minutes. You can go greet the cast in the lobby. If you want to stay for the 8 p.m. show, you are welcome to, but we will be starting that show soon. Thank you for coming out tonight. Please check us out at highwireimprov.com. We are Highwire Improv on all the socials. If you want to share pictures or video from tonight's show, please do and tag us. Thank you for coming.